8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, Heisen. Oops. My controllers are not connected. That was the problem, it says. That's why you had like this indication over there. So I had only connected the F2 and not the Y one. Sometimes it happens. So we are actually today gonna, what the fuck? Okay, so we're gonna look to what the fuck Lucas has to tell us. Vin told us that Lucas has to tell us shit. I don't know how Lucas can be connected. I have read, I can tell you what I have read. I have read one sentence about the Dr. Mama and one sentence about Lucas, but Helga, what type of sentence? I had read, if you remember, that the Dr. Mama has done something or she did something to. I had read that Dr. Mama X something, I don't know how to say it better. I will probably edit this part of the video quite a lot of times to like not show exactly what is going on because I don't wanna spoil anything. I've read something about Dr. Mama and it is something I have speculated, but I don't know if this is correct or if this is assumption or anything in between. I'm not sure. I don't know. And if you ask me what was it exactly, I don't remember which stuff, which what I said and what exactly I said was correct. I don't know if that makes sense to you. So I don't remember. I remember that I read something from the things that I have speculated about her that was correct, or maybe it was something that you can do, or it is a theory. I don't know, and I don't remember, as I said. And I have also read something about Lucas, and probably we will learn this today. I remember that after I edited my gameplay yesterday, that I had read somewhere, maybe in Wikipedia when I purchased the game, that Lucas has done this, potentially did this, somebody did it to them. I didn't remember, I don't remember, but I remember something specific about Lucas. So these are the only like spoilers I know about the game, but I don't know how they are connected. I'm going in blind, I don't know what the game is about. And also I know that at some point you will have definitely to choose Safi or a tornado. I read somewhere that some days ago I read that you will face a tornado and you have to choose to kill Safi in one parallel universe, something like that. But you will have to merge the one timeline with the other and make. I saw that you have to make a choice, but I didn't. The final choice, I didn't really make sense to me, because if you have to make a final choice, then why do you have to sacrifice Safi? The tornado, I read somewhere you have a flashback with Arcadia Bay. So that's, if you're like Helga, that's too much. Maybe it sounds too much. I read them on Wikipedia a while ago, so they are all incoherent in my head and I don't understand what the fuck they are about. That's why I'm saying all this stuff. So I don't know what the fuck they are about, if they are speculations, if they are truthful. I know you have a major decision to do in the end, but when I saw it, I don't even remember what it is about. It is either to accept or refuse something, but I don't understand. Somebody else has powers in the game. I think somebody else has powers and you have to kill them. I don't know. So it's not really a spoiler if it doesn't help me anywhere. It's not helping me anywhere, so it's not really a spoiler. And trust me, so when you're playing such games, it's really difficult to avoid all spoilers. It's really difficult because, for example, I have searched many times. That's where I got most of these spoilers because I'm editing the video. I'm playing the video, and the gameplay. I'm recording the video, and I have to be specific with my time because if my video gets very big, I don't know where the fuck to store it, and it will take months to export. So I have to be quick, and if I see that I can't find an objective, this has happened about 3 or 4 times in the game, I Google to see what I have to do so we don't waste any more time with the video. And this is where I get some spoilers, that's it, but the spoilers I have gotten are all the stuff that I just told you, so if you made sense with what I said about the game, then so did I, not too much, you get what I mean? So let's continue. Probably we will hear what I've been spoiled about the game, but I'm not quite sure if this is helpful for me at this point because I still, even if Lucas has done something bad, because this is a spoiler about something, he has done something X, we will see it. Still, it doesn't connect with Fayyad. That's what I mean, the Dr. Mama. Okay, let's see.
Max, don't need to knock. My door's always open. Come on in. I want to show you something.
Look, he looks like he's a good guy. I have to admit that he looks like he's a good guy. Maybe he's shady, maybe he's arrogant, but I have to admit that he shows something genuine, and I can't really pretend I can't see that. Let's go and talk to. Can we see any objective? Okay.
Aw, cute.
My son gave that to me a few years ago. I just dug it out of storage. Ah, are you familiar with Araucaria forests? They're all over southern Chile.
I'm not. They look beautiful, though.
Well, next time the wanderlust hits you.
No, we don't leave. Let's sit. Let's have a sit. Look.
Looks like someone had a party foul.
Ah, we can't sit.
Oh, it's just coffee. I'm a little preoccupied.
Let's talk to him.
What did you want to show me?
Take a look at that.
Okay.
This is actually a really cool shot.
Oh, so
I hope Robbie's doing okay.
that's his Sean. Okay. Computer background.
I hope Robbie's doing okay.
Oh, no.
Looks like Lucas has been having some late nights.
No. Fancy pen.
The pen's so fancy I'd be nervous to write with it.
Of course. When you are a scholar, you are elitist brat. You take money and you spend it even for expensive golden toy nail clippers. That's what you do. That's how you live. You make everybody else embarrassed that they don't have a PhD. Don't you know the deals? That's how you deal with it. That's how you roll with it, babe. Wake up. Asshole.
A movie? Holy shit.
Okay.
Now I don't have to read the rest of the book.
Okay, some email from Samuel to Lucas Co. Okay, Lucas, I've got some great news for you. Olympus Mons Pictures I can't see. Is interested in the film rights for wilder beasts than these. I'll call you with more details and next steps, so keep an eye out. Underpaid author Wrangler Samuel. Okay. And restraining order.
Holy shit. He actually did it. Did I make the right choice? Should I have told Sophie about this?
Order granting in part temporary restraining order and setting date for preliminary injunction hearing. This matter having come before the court on plaintiff Lucas Colmenero motion for temporary restraining order, preliminary and permanent injunction motion, and its verified complaint hereby finds and orders as follows. Based on the facts alleged in Lucas Colmenero's verified complaint and the motion it supports affidavits, Lucas Colmenero has established the following requisite elements for a temporary restraining order. Okay. Do you have anything else to look at? No. I will play this section of the
It's a
game
temporary one.
and then I will go and fetch my food from the oven because it's getting hot, warm to eat it.
I bought myself 2 weeks to find some solid evidence.
Oh god! Oh, he has evidence. Dude has evidence.
I know you may not be thrilled. Safi's your friend. But it's giving me a lot of peace of mind, so thank you.
Okay, he seems very serious about that, so roll with it. You're welcome. Don't thank me. You're welcome.
No problem. I hope whatever's going on between you and Sophie can be fixed. Hopefully, without that.
I'm afraid that ship has sailed.
Yeah, definitely. He's right.
But I'm sure that's not why you came to my office. How can I help you, Max?
Movie deal. Let's talk about Maya. Burlington Book Expo. How is Robbie? Let's go along with him. How is Robbie?
How's Robbie doing?
Still angry with me, but we're making progress. I canceled a few things to go to his taekwondo match. I think it made him happy.
Okay. Movie deal. Let's talk about Maya. Let's talk about the Burlington Book Expo.
Why aren't you at that Burlington book event?
The book expo? I pulled out. Didn't seem important, what with everything happening to Robbie and all this.
Okay. He's not that arrogant. He's not. Movie deal.
I don't mean to pry, but I couldn't help seeing that email from your agent.
Oh, no worries. It's an incredible feeling. Getting chosen for the big screen. About time, right?
Yeah.
Just don't tell people yet. Okay, Max? These sorts of things, they have to be announced properly. I'm thinking at Krampus.
Krampus?
Probably. I have a call with my agent later. I'll get the details then.
Wow. Let's talk about Maya. Let's see how he wants.
I was
what he wants to
wondering.
say.
What can you tell me about Maya Okada?
Why do you ask?
I'm just curious. You must know what. Look, we have built a good relationship with this guy, and he seems very genuine. He seems like a very much father figure and shit. Let's tell him. Let's tell him.
Surely you know why I'm asking.
What?
Better than anyone else.
It didn't show me that she would answer like that. The game really tricked me into that. It said, you must know why. She didn't say, you know why or whatever. It didn't show threatening. It showed, like, you must know why, like I will tell you why. Not like, you know what I'm talking about, Persis. I know what you have done. I didn't expect that attitude. They should have worded it a little better, because the way they are wording it, they are tricking their people. Anyways, let's roll with it now.
I'm afraid I don't, actually. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a phone call to take with my agent, so if you could see yourself out.
Fuck. I didn't like what the game did to me. They did me dirty here. Let's go back. Let's go back. I did. At least I wanna be good with myself with what I am answering. If I am okay with what I'm answering, Lucas can do whatever he wants. He can go fuck himself if he wants to, but yeah. But yeah, the game just made me think that she would explain to him all the reasons and he would answer her, and not that
Something.
she would threaten him like that. Okay. So I have to see all these first. Let's see them.
Ah, are you familiar with Araucaria forests? They're all over southern Chile.
I'm not. They look beautiful, though.
Well, next time the wanderlust hits you.
I don't recognize the name.
Oh, that. A fan sent it to me. He's quite famous, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Do you follow much football?
Not really. Looks like someone had a party foul.
What? Oh, it's just coffee. I'm a little preoccupied.
Aw, cute.
My son gave that to me a few years ago.
Okay.
I just dug it out of storage.
Let's.
What can I get you to tell me about Maya? What did you want to
Okay.
show me?
Take a look at that.
Okay. So let's look everything.
This is actually a really cool shot.
So
I hope Robbie's a pin's so fancy I'd be nervous to write with it.
because we're gonna register.
Looks like Lucas has been having some late nights.
I'm trying.
Holy shit, he actually did it.
I'm actually.
Did I make the right choice?
Uh-huh.
Should I have told Sophie about this?
I'm actually trying to register everything in the game that we looked at everything.
A movie? Holy shit.
So
Now I don't have to read the rest of the book.
so we have now, like, as we show everything, we can actually proceed.
It's a temporary one. I bought myself 2 weeks to find some solid evidence.
Okay.
I know you may not be thrilled. Safi's your friend. But it's giving me a lot of peace of mind, so thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, we said.
No problem. I hope whatever's going on between you and Sophie can be fixed. Hopefully, without that.
I'm afraid that ship has sailed. But I'm sure that's not why you came to my office. How can I help you, Max?
Okay, how is Robbie?
How's Robbie doing?
Still angry with me, but we're making progress. I canceled a few things to go to his taekwondo match. I think it made him happy.
Okay. So, movie deal?
I don't mean to pry, but I couldn't help seeing that email from your agent.
Oh, no worries. It's an incredible feeling, getting chosen for the big screen. About time, right? Just don't tell people yet. Okay, Max? These sorts of things, they have to be announced properly. I'm thinking at Krampus.
Krampus?
Probably. I have a call with my agent later. I'll get the details then.
Burlington Book Expo.
Why aren't you at that Burlington book event?
The book expo? I pulled out. Didn't seem important, what with everything happening to Robbie and all this.
Okay.
I was wondering, what can you tell me about Maya Okada?
Why do you ask?
Okay, so I'm just curious, you must know why. You must know why. I don't know what the devs are even talking about here. If you tell a person, you must know why. you must tell them what exactly they have to know, and it's not really very good to go in a person aggressively when you have built a relationship and talk to them like that. Like, I completely disagree with the wording you must know why, because when I see it, when I see it as a mystic, what I see, it's not you know what I'm talking about, Persis. I know what you have done. You've built a stock market with Euterpe and you say it is ZHE. Come on, Persis, come clean. You don't see that. You don't know. You see, you must know. I will tell you, like I will tell you everything you need to know. It's not aggressive enough. If it was aggressive, it should be like don't pretend or whatever. It should be like don't pretend, something like that. Aggressive. And like putting it side by side with I'm just curious is something you would say to a mystic when you want to extract information, and this guy hasn't showed us exactly that he's a mystic. Maybe he has done some shady things, maybe he is like a this and that, a pretentious or whatever, but he's not a mystic as far as I'm concerned. The game hasn't given me any clues that this guy is evil at this point, and the fact that they give it to you like that, it's like they are pushing a narrative to make him be like a bad guy when he's actually not, when he doesn't really have bad guy attitude, and that's where this drives me back to Antigone. Creon is framed as the bad person in Antigone, and he's not really a bad person. He's like a pragmatist. That's all he does in the story, being a pragmatist and preserving the best for his people. Yet people remember him in Greece as the bad guy from Antigone, and that's why the narrative is fucked up with Creon. And if they do dirty with Lucas, that's a fail for me, essentially. So I wouldn't say I'm just curious to such a guy when we have built a relationship. I would be like, I've heard something, I know you are a bad guy, you've showed that you really try, can you really help with the case? Because I don't think you are responsible ultimately, but I'm trying to help, and if you have done something bad to Maya, maybe if you tell me info, maybe you can, like, how's that called, um, how's that word, fuck, my English is an English thing, I only remember the Greek word. Usually when I have to say this word, I remember the English word and not the Greek. Today that I need the English, I remember the Greek. Fuck my life. uh, Atonement. Yeah, I always remember atonement, and I never remember the Greek word. So the Greek word is exiliaosi. Whenever I try to remember exiliaosi, I'm like atonement. Today that I needed the fucking word, I remembered the Greek. Fuck my brain. Like, okay. How does Rihanna sing? There must be love on the brain. Okay, so I'm just curious then.
I don't really know much about her, but I heard she was your student.
That's better approach. Still, the way they worded both sentences is completely out of subject. You don't, if you wanna say I'm curious because she was your student, say something like I'm trying to learn stuff about this woman, and the other choice should definitely be don't pretend. The context of the sentences doesn't align with the actual sentences the game is giving, and yeah, they did us dirt into this one. So if anybody plays the game, just be careful in this section because we saw it together. The producers didn't know their shit when they wrote the sentences. It's fucked up, completely fucked up, completely.
I'm just curious, is all.
What happened to Maya was a tragedy.
Okay.
A tragedy I really don't like to talk about. So I'm afraid you'll have to whet your curiosity somewhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a phone call to take with my agent, so if you could see yourself out.
He still is
Sure.
aggressive. He's still aggressive, but he's better because we are approaching something. Okay. Can we... Okay, maybe we have to...
Well, that was a bust. Won't be able to snoop around in here either.
I don't know now what to do. Who's that? No. Okay, there is a portal there. Portal. Look, I will play this and I will stand up because my food will gonna be fried.
Tree.
Okay, we're in the bedtime. Fuck this. Dead timeline. Can we enter? Enter.
Alright, let's see what I can find about Maya.
Okay, drawer.
These folders are all from this year. I doubt I'll find anything about Maya.
Okay.
That's a lot of junk. But maybe what I need is somewhere in there.
Okay.
I didn't realize just how much Lucas's book has resonated with people.
Okay, Caledon University, dear Professor Colmenero, I'm writing to tell you that the Caledon Book Club is going to be reading Wilder Beasts than this for the month of March. I read it last summer and absolutely fell in love with it. I think it's probably my favorite book now, and I wanted to share that experience with the rest of the group. Wilder Beasts and this means a lot to me, especially as a Latina. I don't get to see myself represented much in media, so Carolina's story is pretty near and dear to my heart. It would make my year if you came to the book club meeting on Tuesday, March 31st at 5. I was thinking you could be here while we discuss the book, so maybe do a small reading for us. Excited to hear your reply, Valeria Cruz, Caledon Book Club President. Okay, flyer.
Yasmin did one of these?
Holiday party, the Snapping Turtle and Caledon University present. Krampus on Krampus. Join us for libations on board games, 7 p.m. Krampus roast with guest of honor Yasmin Fayyad, 8 p.m. Have you been naughty or nice? Why should the president of the uni be like the like the guest star of the night? How pathetic.
Maybe he reads it for the articles.
LQ, America's best least dressed man. Or maybe he's just a human being and he's just reading shit.
Oh, why were Lucas and Maya meeting so much? This can't be a repeat of what happened at my high school. One time was far too many.
Okay, okay. So ZHE, look here. Caledon University, September, Monday, September, Maya Okada, 3:30, 4:30. Wednesday, Maya Okada, Friday, Maya Okada, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So maybe, I say maybe they were lovers. Maybe. Let's keep that in mind because she said about Jefferson, but Jefferson didn't have lovers per se. It had a dark essence in the story. You get what I'm heading at with this. You get what I mean, right? But maybe because they are adults here, in that game they weren't really adults, right? They were, yeah, you get what I mean, right? maybe maybe they were lovers, maybe, let's speculate, maybe they were lovers and Dr. Fayad found out and pushed Maya on her verge and she committed suicide. Maybe like maybe I've heard that such stuff is not really accepted by every university out there, so maybe, let's say, Fayad found out and she didn't like it. Maybe this is the reason that Lucas divorced his wife. Let's say maybe this is how it connects. And maybe she slut shamed the girl. Maybe she did that and not the guy, and the guy is remorseful for what happened, and maybe Maya didn't survive because she was young. Maybe she was inspired by her teacher because the teacher is like popular and writing books and Ze, look, man, I don't wanna destroy any illusions you have in your head, but well, my dad says some things anyways. You get what I mean for that topic we discuss, the savior, right? But the thing is, I'm not speaking about such stuff. I'm speaking, it's reality that students and especially girls get attracted by teachers at the universities and even high schools. If you remember, I had a mild crush in high school with my chemistry teacher, but it just left my head after that. Like, he became a father figure for me. Anyways, he was in your age when I was 15, so well, practically you are in the same age today, but he was older. He was some years older, so he would be his 50s today, okay? That's what I mean. He was a fucking father figure for me. That's what I mean. We had a really very strong relationship, very good relationship. He was like a dad for me, if you remember. But apart from that, yes, it happens. It happens way a lot, and from what I have seen, the factor is not really motivated by physical stuff. It's mostly motivated by, like, you are inspired and you are like a girl, very much inexperienced, if you get what I mean, and you are infatuated with your mentor and you're like see yourself into them and shit like that, and you wanna become like them, and like you build a relationship on trust and you wanna take more from them. And I'm not saying that this is a transactional relationship stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's mostly like inspiration, and I think it will die out one day. That's what I mean. Why I'm saying all this crap? No, it didn't happen like that with me. It didn't happen like that with me, with you, because I I'm not saying, Helga, you mean that you didn't have anything to be inspired by me. Yes, that's what I mean, but I don't mean it in the bad way. You see it very badly, and I don't mean it like that. Like, I I don't know how to describe it. Yes, I don't admire you. That's true, but I I don't think that you have to admire your husband. You have to see how my brain works. Maybe you admire me, but that has to do with my job, okay? It's not. You don't marry who you admire. You see where I'm coming from? I don't know how to describe it. Like, I admire. Let's say who I admire. I admire Tolkien, the author. Does that mean that I would like to marry them? No. No way, no way, of course. Uh, so if you admire me, thanks, I suppose, but my dad says you do, but uh, I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that myself. I don't think that admiration equals sexual attraction or physical attraction or whatever, romantic interest, or you wanting to marry somebody. And when I said I didn't admire anything in you, I don't mean anything as a person. I mean your job. That's what I mean. I mean specifically for your job, no, because I know better than you in terms of spirituality. Um, I actually teach a lot better as well. Sorry, Ze, you are not really a good teacher either. Let's be clear here. The way you teach, it's not that you don't have a talent, it's that you are bored, and it shows that you are very bored for your life, and you you enter the class and you just wanna leave. Essentially, it shows way more than us, the students. Like if we students are bored, you are 10,000 times more than us, and it shows. So it doesn't have to do with your job. Like I don't mind that. Okay, I'm speaking about as a person. Yes, I admire you as a person. Yeah, that's a loud yes, because you've been through a lot of shit, and instead of giving up or killing yourself, you prevailed and you found a way to stay alive. And man, that's some good skills there in living. That's survival skills, and no Minecraft training in the survival mode. You know, Minecraft has a survival mode where you have to survive or they kill you. I don't play it, I play creative myself. No time in Minecraft will ever outdo that, what you have done. And yeah, you have found your ways, your personal space, your manners to deal with your traumas. You know which ones they are, and that's a lot of courage. That's a lot of courage. We try to speak very plainly. Um, you know, I deal my traumas with my dad. I can't drink alcohol, and I'm really immune to such stuff. You get what I mean? All of them, all of them. My body is not like, I'm not attracted to such stuff like as a person. I'm really like the opposite. The fact that you, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, bravo. That's what I would say. Just bravo for what you have done. I wouldn't be able to. Okay. So I am really past my time. I have to take my food. I will eat, and then I will come back. Okay, it took me a while to position this camera. So to recapitulate, there are many students who are infatuated, female students I mean, who are infatuated with the professors or with the teachers. Um, Personally speaking, I was always the only one I knew. I know from forums, from comments on YouTube, I know from like psychology articles. Hara from the serial I'm talking about, Hara Agnoite, Joy is Missing. She was one such a girl. She was 17, the teacher was 35. Quite similar to our age gap, I would say, and they shared a passion about theater. That's what made her like him, and they actually did it. They were doing it in hotels with him, and he left her pregnant before she died, and he didn't know that she was pregnant. That's the issue. He wasn't really a nice guy in the story. He had a girlfriend. He dumped Hara. The girlfriend was so very nasty. She knew that Hara was pregnant. Hara had told her that she was pregnant, but the dude didn't know. Seriously didn't know. So he had to carry that she was the mother of his unborn child, and she died. And also, as you can imagine, as I said, he was 35 and she was 17. You get what I mean, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not the same with us in terms that I was 20, you were 40, not me 17 and you 40. You get what I mean? It's not really the same, but yeah, it does happen. I'm not speaking about your colleagues, I'm speaking about girls here. Yeah, they do experience it. It's quite common actually. Yeah, I was alone in my case, but that was my area. That's not what the data show, the statistics show about girls that and again, I'm not speaking about the savior story that my dad says, okay? I'm speaking about real emotions here. It's quite common, and it is motivated by an admiration that turns to infatuation, to love, erotic love, something like that. Some of them, yes, they do some stuff with the teachers, and I have read that many people in your age, usually they are also married. I'm speaking about Europeans here. I have no idea what you are doing back in Asia or in any other continent. I only know about Europe and America. People who are Europeans or Americans have the Western mindset, let's say that, like they have my culture. So when they get involved with these girls, they have a very specific lifestyle, and that is in your age. I know I have read many articles that many people in your age, and yeah, you are one of them obviously, uh, they focus on their career, they don't focus on family. And because there was this the shit going on with one child policy, and because you guys, the parents preferred to have sons instead of daughters for society reasons. And yeah, many societies have that, like even in ancient Greece you could find that, like preferring the son instead of the daughter. Ancient Sparta is a city in southern Greece, in the southeast part of Greece, okay? Yes, they preferred sons and not daughters, and they ABORTED, the daughters. Yeah, they did that. So yeah, that's not something that's not common in the West as well. So we have like a history. I have no connection with ancient Sparta myself. I can't read ancient Spartan Greek or anything. I only can read ancient Athenian Greek and some Theban Greek. Theba in Greek, it's a city just on top of Athens. So Athens and upwards, if you go about an hour with the car, it's a city called Theba in Greek. Theba, I think, is the city that Antigone takes place, if I remember correct. So that city had a dialect that I can read. I can read not very well, to be honest. It's quite a dialect. It's like Greek, ancient Greek. Okay, I'm putting many parentheses here, right? So ancient Greek worked like modern Chinese. You have dialects, you have Mandarin, you have Cantonese, and if you don't know the one and you only know the other, you have a chaos and you can't discuss with another person the same language you're talking about, because it's a dialect, it's not the actual language. This is how ancient Greek rolled back then. It was dialects, and the only dialect of Greek I can read is classical Athenian Greek. I can't read the other ones. I can read somehow Theban Greek because we did them in school. But I can't do Corinthian Greek, Thessalonian Greek, Spartan. I can get words, I can get structure in the sentences, but I can't understand in the same frame that I can understand ancient Athenian Greek. That's what I'm talking about. But what we know about ancient Sparta, and ancient Sparta today in Greece is seen as something very like cave people, essentially. Yeah, I know, very bad, right? Very bad, because ancient Sparta had many good stuff to show. For example, the woman in ancient Sparta had a better status and living conditions than the Athenian Greek. The Athenian Greek woman, I wrote this in my dissertation, she had to stay at home and she couldn't get out except if she had a brother or a father or a husband to check her outside. The ancient Spartan woman didn't. She could go anywhere she wanted to. The ancient Spartan civilization had many cons, probably more cons than Athenians had. They were very violent. They did this with the kids. An Athenian Greek would never do that to the kid, like A-B-O-R-T, a kid. Never, never. So there are some good stuff about Athens, also good stuff about Sparta. I can see that it's 50-50. Yeah, that's why I always say the best thing out there is the Old Testament law. Definitely the best thing, because it was written by a man of God through the mouth of God, Moses and Yahweh. Quite better, quite more fair, a lot of stuff going on. Yes, it is not the absolute stuff, because if it was the absolute stuff, this is how the Christians present the Torah and the Tanakh. It's not. It was the best God could do. I would like, just to close this parenthesis and get straight to my point, if I could give an allegory for the Old Testament, is burned up hair. So people had burned up hair because of bleaching. As I bleach my hair, if you bleach too much or if you bleach carelessly, you can actually fry your hair, right? So if you do that, you have burned up hair, right? It's lifeless. So what my dad did there wasn't give a new hair. He cut the burnt up parts of the hair, the split ends, everything, and the people were left with short hair, if that makes sense, until it grows back again new. So that's what the law of Moses was about. It was, I have something destroyed, let's do something from the destroyed shit. So it's definitely good, absolutely good, but it's not the best that God could give and the best God intended from the beginning to give. The best God intended to give from the beginning was the Garden of Eden. That was his best. What he's doing is trying to improve our living conditions from that moment on. The flood of Noah, the testament with Moses, the resurrection of Christ. He did all these things because he's trying to improve our living conditions every day, and he will get to his point when the judging day comes, the second coming, when he will make the earth new and everything will be as it was back in the Garden of Eden. So people will not be ashamed of their bodies anymore. The people will not die, there will not be diseases, there will not be death, like bad stuff going on, bad people walking around, idols, animals live, we don't eat animals, dinosaurs are with us, so that's the perfect for my dad. And yeah, you can't say that the Old Testament is the absolute best, because if it was, then Jesus wouldn't have died. So probably Jesus dying was the best God could give after the law of Moses, right? So I'm clarifying what I mean when I say my dad's law is best in contrast with what shit was going on in ancient Greece. But still, as I am saying, these things that we did in Sparta, in Greece, with the kids, yes, it's not something that Mediterraneans and Europeans to an extent knew back then. Definitely they knew, and Babylonians did that, and I have heard that Canaanites did that, and obviously I'm sure that Germanic people would have done such stuff. I don't know the specific issue, but I'm saying that because everybody around did it, then everybody did it as well, okay? So what I'm saying here is, when you guys did it back in China for the population, I read you got with fewer women, okay, than you are with men. So men, except if they are gays, I suppose, I'm joking here, so men didn't have who to marry essentially, and that's how they end up 48 years old and unmarried. I'm just explaining to you how you work so you understand how we work, okay? Obviously you know what I'm talking about your country. I'm just explaining how it works here in the West. Here in the West, when you are in your 40s, you don't lack women. That never happened in the recent years. So as far as I can remember, we always did well with this stuff, always. I think that's like a rare exception with China, with the policy that you guys had. But in the West, when you are 40, you have a career, you have a family, and your kids are around teenagers. I would say are around teenagers. Like you are expected to give birth in the West around my age, 25, 24. The age that Perses gave birth, 24, if you remember, his wife. His wife was 23. Persis is 24 when he gives birth. We say that in Greece. I don't know, do you say it in English? You can say the father gives birth in Greece. So that's what I mean, like he became a parent. So 24 is the age that we have here for everybody for many years. That's for centuries, okay? It has started changing nowadays because of the workload and shit and career paths, but it was always 20 dash 25 years old. And when the parent gave birth to a daughter or a son, whatever, in his 40s, he had teenage kids essentially in their teenage years, early teenage years, sometimes even late teenage years. Maybe if the parent was 40, maybe the daughter was 20. You get what I mean? So around that age, people in the West snap usually. That's something that is about data. I'm talking about, not talking about like if you search, you will find it. That's what I'm talking about. People who are men around in their 40s, they get bored. Usually divorces happen as well. I have seen in some data. I have watched some YouTube videos about some priests who take confessions by such people in such families. So this is something that happens quite a lot, and they get involved with women in my age. So a person in your age divorces or is at odds with his wife, and he has sexual relationships with a woman my age. Okay, so the woman in my age is approximately same age as his kids. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to give you a frame how it works in Europe and America. So when you have such a guy, that's what I'm trying to explain. No, that guy doesn't care shit about the girl. So the teacher who had a girlfriend in his late 30s, early 40s, and Hara was the student that adored him and loved him with all her heart and stuff like that, and was very much pure by her side, from her side basically. That doesn't mean that he was so innocent from his side. From his side, he was just having fun because he was bored in his marriage. That's how it works in the West. If he was in his 40s, late 30s, early 40s, he found a pretty girl that could potentially be his daughter. He didn't have kids, the specific guy. The specific guy didn't in the story, but he could be his daughter, let's say it, in Western terms, and he had her as a lover. This dynamic, yeah, usually when you have a parent like that, they tell you stay away. They are making fun. They not them. Stay away. The guy is not serious. He's having fun, and he will leave one day. And did I ever think like that about? Yes, I quite a lot of times. Because majority of the times I was wondering if you have a wife back in China and you're just hiding her, or if you are indeed gay. So I wasn't really joking about you being gay. the way you treated me, like you were talking about me in the class like you didn't knew me. That's you didn't know me. That's how you treated me in the class, like with Spinoza. And outside of the class, you were very friendly, and you gave me the vibe if he is gay and he married in London or whatever, or if he is straight and he has a wife and a daughter or a son or both back in China, he is having fun with me, and when he will fuck me, he will leave me and he will go to the next girl. And many times I wondered if you actually have how many girls you have fucked before me. That's what I was thinking when I was talking to you many times. Like, how many girls before me in there at the class? You get what I mean? I don't know what else to say because I was like, I am genuine. He doesn't seem genuine. He seems like he's having fun. That's what I was taking, and I tried to rationalize by looking at YouTubers who married Greek YouTubers and Greek people who married Asians. I knew about a girl who was in London, a Greek woman, okay, a Greek girl. She's about 10 years younger than you, 10 years older than me. She went to Japan because she loves Japan, and she married a guy. His name was Takeshi, that was his name. And she had a YouTube channel that she has stopped uploading because she had some issues, as she had said, but she promised she would come back. I can put her channel in the description if I remember. Eleni in Japan. Helen in Japan is her name. So Eleni in Japan. Eleni to Japan. Yeah. She married a guy, a Japanese guy. I think she lived in Tokyo, but I'm not quite sure. She found a guy named Takeshi, quite Japanese name even for my standards. That screams Japaneseness. Very, very popular name in Europe. If you speak about Japanese people, you get what I mean. It's very telling. It's Japanese. I mean, I know this name. That's what I mean. And he showed that he liked her, and she had a video saying how to spot a Japanese guy liking you, and I said, that was about a month after I started loving you. That was November 2021. So I found the video and I said, Japan is quite close, not only continentally, it's like just a fucking sea away from China. They are also culturally connected because of the language. I know that the language is inspired by Chinese, something like that. I knew that, and I was like, even if that's not the case, which it is, they are from like the same continent. They are Eastern Asians. Maybe she has something to tell me and enlighten me how a Chinese guy could actually flirt with me, and maybe I am getting wrong signals because maybe I'm giving him Western ideas and he's not like that. Maybe he's not gay, maybe he's not straight or whatever, like having a wife back in China. I couldn't get, so I watched the video and she said that Takeshi made her very strange gifts. He gave her toenail clippers and a spray for mosquito bites, and she was laughing because she thought that this is the most friend-zoning thing ever, and she realized that he was actually flirting after a while. And she said Greece and Japan are quite the opposites as civilizations, and I was like, I know that Japan is quite away from my civilization as cultural, like we are very opposites with Japan, we Greeks, but China is not. China is actually, like I know Chinese people usually are very lovingly towards us. They see us as like this, like ancient culture back in the West, and they have a respect, and I knew that, and I was like, yes, she says Japanese are different in flirting. Maybe Chinese not again, because Chinese are quite close. They respect us. Maybe they are closer with us than with the Japanese, because I knew that Japanese and Chinese, Turkey and Greece, you are not really, yeah. That's what I have read, that you weren't really very on good terms always. So I was like, if this is the case, maybe I'm back to zero. Maybe he doesn't like me. Maybe he's having fun. I couldn't understand what is going on. I read some articles how to date a Chinese guy. I read about a woman from America that she married a Chinese guy, and she said that he was giving her flowers all the time and she was baffled by it and she didn't like it. And I was crying when I read that, because I was like, she didn't like flowers by the Chinese guy. He was from Beijing, ironically. And I was like, she didn't like the flowers that he gave her, but he gave them. And I wanted ZHE to give me flowers and he doesn't give them, and I wanted them and I needed them. My soul needed flowers and I don't get them. And the other sucker took flowers, that bitch, and she didn't like it and she married him. And I felt let down by you so much that day, because I was like, why can't he just like grab like a fucking chamomile from the floor and give it to me? What is his issue? Like, I just need flowers. Nobody has treated me well in my life. If you like, Helga, you show that you are actually content with your life. Yes, because I'm wearing a mask like all Europeans do. This is what we do, we wear a mask. But I needed a flower and I never got it from you. I only got nasty texts, and uh, you made me feel like a prostitute most of the time. Like you wanna fuck me and then move on with your life. And it's sorry to break it down for you. You actually did it. You actually treated me like a prostitute. You made me feel cheap. You destroyed my degree and you left. And do I forgive you about all? No. Unless you do something to change it, unless you come back, unless you come clean with my degree, you do something about the degree that you destroyed, unless you do something about our relationship, come back and fix your shit properly, be a proper boyfriend, text properly with emojis, give a flower, make likes in my posts. That's not very bad. It's not bad if your girlfriend needs, if her soul needs a like and you don't give it. Why don't you give it? What is your issue? Am I asking you for money? If I were in your place and I had the money that you have, because you have money and it shows, I would have given any person money. So I'm not gonna say you should give me money. If you wanted to, you would have done this already. Okay, I told you that I'm struggling anyways. And that's not my fault. You destroyed my degree, okay? But apart from that, I'm not asking for money. I asked for affection and I'm never getting it, and it's crazy. It's quite crazy that you think you gave me everything. No, you gave me everything inside your head. You didn't give me shit while we were together, nothing. You didn't give me anything. Not as an academic, not as a person, not as a friend, not as a boyfriend. You weren't present anywhere. You revolve around my life, but you never do anything about me. Okay? And it shows. And unless you come clean about what you did to my degree and fix your bullshit there with Andrew, unless you come clean about our relationship and try to fix it as a normal person, and I mean, don't come back to me and treat me as you treated me back then. I expect some progress. I expect you to come with flowers. I expect you to come with kisses, hearts, likes. This is how I expect you to come. Unless you come like that and unless you fix my degree, I'm not gonna forgive you about anything. I'm pretty straightforward to that. And if you're like, Helga, your father wants you to forgive, yes, he wants me, but he doesn't demand it at the other side. Okay? At the other side of the coin, he doesn't demand it. A coin has two sides. Just because he says it, he doesn't demand it. He knows I love you, but He doesn't say, Helga, if you love him, forgive him. No. He knows I love you, and he knows that I can't forgive you anything of all this. So I repeat again, unless, because I'm speaking about 30 minutes, unless you come clean for what happened in my degree, unless you fix our relationship properly, be a tender, loving, godly husband, giving me flowers, kisses, hearts, and likes, I'm not gonna forgive you, Ze. I'm not gonna forgive you, and think about it very, very closely. And yes, I would expect you, that's another topic, to leave your job as well. Yeah. And it's not only I care about your health very much, I really do, and I am 80% motivated by your health, but there could be also another choice with your job. The 20% is I convert you to spirituality, you become like me and you deal with the people. That's the other issue, the other option. The reason that I prefer the 80% of me to be about your health, you get what I mean? I prefer to choose your health is because I'm not a bad person like you were, because you never cared about my health actively, okay? I do. So I prefer to put your health above anything else, and apart from that, my 80% inside of me has this arrogance, let's put it that way, to tell you, you are working in a brothel, you are working in a cult, and I want to cut all my ties with this cult and this brothel. And if you really love me that much as to die for me, as my dad says, yes, I expect you to do the sacrifice for me, because Helga, you won't accept me back unless I change my job. Yes. Yes, that's part of the deal. If you wanna fix a relationship, I want you to cut all connections with the uni, with your job, fix my degree, quit your job and come with me and be a proper husband. And if you think that's too heavy, guess how heavy it is to carry a dead body with me 2 years now that you are absent from my life, from May 22 to May 25, 3 years. 3 years. I'm carrying your corpse 3 years and you think it's too heavy to sacrifice a job that you don't like for me? I guess you can't really die for me, can you? So if you wanna prove my dad correct that you would die for me, yes, that's part of the deal. You come back, you become a proper husband, you give hearts, emojis, kisses, okay, flowers, okay. You shower me with love because I need it. I really need it in my soul. I'm really, really tired about the life that with the life that I am doing, the life that I have done. I need affection. I need love. I need to take this time because I'm always giving. Okay, and if you do that, you have to fix my degree and leave your job. That's part of the deal. Yes, I am motivated because I care about your health, but there is also another way with your job, and the reason I'm not choosing that is because I wanna cut all my ties with the mafia. Okay, the cult, the mafia, and the brothel. I don't want anything to do. When I close my door in my household, I don't wanna know that you go back to these people back there, that they mocked me, tormented me, made fun of me, abused me. You still go back to them and you work for them. If you feel a serious person indeed, you will do that, I think, and you will understand where I am coming from. Okay? So let's move on with the game now. Enough said.
Of course, Lucas is the type of asshole that makes you buy his own book for class.
Yes, did you know that? Andrew did that. Andrew was making us buy his books for class and they were quite expensive, and guess what, I never bought them. Not because I didn't care, but I didn't have the money. I prefer to have these £50 that for you are nothing, for you is like buying cigarettes, okay? I prefer to have this money to buy a new pair of shoes. to buy a new lipstick, to buy a new dress. I think I am a woman and I deserve to have some affection for myself and not waste such money for a book I will never read again after the semester, okay? So yeah, I never bought the books that the reader told us to buy that costed that much. And he was telling us you will find it with discount there, and the discount wasn't even discounting for me. That wasn't something that I could afford. Okay. So, intro to fiction writing syllabus. Fall semester instructor Lucas Colmenero, office hours Mon Wen Fry 3 p.m. 4:30 p.m. Credits 4. Required course materials: creative writing for the prospective fictionalist by Lucas Colmenero. Projects major paper 60%, quizzes 20%, participation attendance 10%, homework 10%. Plagiarism. Caledon University has a zero tolerance policy for plagiarism. If plagiarism is discovered, you will receive a 0 on the assignment and you will have to report to President Fayyad for further review. Consequences may include suspension or dismissal from the program. Okay.
Well, this at least confirms Maya took his class.
Okay, so enrolled students: Vin Lang, freshman; Safi Llewellyn, freshman; Maya Okada, freshman. So that's Vin, that's Safi, Maya Okada. She's Japanese, right?
I didn't realize just how much Lucas's book has resonated with people. Oh, that could definitely be Maya Okada.
Okay. Can't believe the Lucas Colmenero wants to be my mentor. Going to bring in what I have so far tomorrow. I am a little stuck on where to go next, so maybe you can help my brainstorm. Excited to see what you think. Thanks again, M.O. Okay. We saw that. Green folder. Okay, we saw them.
Seems like at least one student remembers Lucas fondly.
The goal moment, George Martinez, Mr. Colmenero. It's been years and you probably don't remember me, but I was hoping you'd do me the honor of being the first one to read this. My publisher would go crazy for a blurb, but that's not what's important. You inspired me so much as an undergrad and I just want you to tell me your thoughts. Advanced reader copy, do not distribute. Zhe, I gave you once something to read and you never responded. And fuck you for that, because you were the first person to know about Persis and I had to talk in the whole internet to get your attention about Persis when I just wanted you to know. You always complain that I only love my father and you haven't seen how much you have fucked me and how many clues I gave you and you fucked them all up. Like, I didn't want everybody to know about Persis like that. I preferred my publisher for sure. And instead of seeing that you got something that nobody else had and get it as a clue, you're like, but you wanna bank Yahweh, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. I gave you a story and you left it to die like that. Okay? That's not nice. That's not nice. You don't treat people like that.
Surely there's something good in here. That's probably his ex-wife.
They really look happy here, she said. Okay, open. Do we have a
How
message?
can his mother know what happened to her son? They sent him.
I shouldn't, yeah. The official report was that Marjorie Alderman was diagnosed with severe abdominal pains. The official report was that Marjorie Alderman was diagnosed with severe abdominal pains, a psychosomatic response to the overwhelming grief stemming from the death of her husband. He says, Apparently neither Vermont State nor Lakeport PD have any record of a Detective Vincent Alderman. Oh yeah, that's odd. To say the least. Update, I thought I hit a wall in the Alderman mystery, but then I got a single ping by the name Alderman in the Lakeport area. There's a bizarre report from 40 or so years ago about a widow named Mistress Marjorie Alderman who'd be in her late 60s now. I'm still reading though, and it will reach out soon as I made sense of it. Alright, let me know when you find out, just be careful. Believe me, after what we saw up there, well, the official report was that Marjorie Alderman was diagnosed with severe abdominal pains, a psychosomatic response to the overwhelming grief stemming from the death of her husband. Okay, so let's respond to get a clue. My God. Jesus, she says. I know. Detective Vince Alderman was never born and never existed, but the residue remains at the margins. The scientist in me is curious. Oopsie. Is curious about the how of it all, but the black guy in a horror movie in me says it's better to leave this particular thread alone, and the latter won't out. Okay, that's smart. Let's reply. That's probably the best course of action, and thank you, Moses, for everything. It's science. I had to check. Just wish we
If
could.
Alderman never existed, how the hell do Moses and I remember him?
Just wish we could tell Safi about this wild shit. So do I. We need to figure this out before what happened to him happens to someone we care about.
Looks like a fun read. I didn't know Lucas did fun.
Okay. Maybe another portfolio. What's that?
Guess normal drip just doesn't cut it for Professor Colmenero. Should put some ice on that, Mr. Standy. Seems like at least one student world's okayest dad. Might be the first time Lucas didn't oversell himself.
Let's take a snapshot.
Pretentious, shiny, and probably hasn't typed a word in years. Kinda like Lucas.
That's not really nice to say.
The Scholes Award for Literary Excellence. They're handing out typewriters now for
Writing books, yeah.
How'd they get in here? Jesus, some of these items are priceless. I've got a lot on my plate. I don't need this right now. Where the hell's Yasmin? Where's security?
First Gwen's slashed tires. Now Lucas's office?
I noticed that my footage is quite bright and the camera was shifted.
What's going on in this timeline?
Maybe I have to leave. Maybe this is better. I'm trying to position it close to the video. Is that Lucas? No. Maybe here. Can I go? Look, I am tempted to go back to Vin, but I'm not quite sure if I will find him there or if I will have an option even if I do.
My younger self might have thought this would make an edgy photo.
Audrey? I'm worried about Kim.
Pretty sure Gwen's had enough of me today.
You? Nope. She's still not answering any of my calls.
Oh, hold on. Maybe I have to go back. Lucas office. Enter.
This just isn't like...
And over here. Yeah. Probably too focused on school. What is she? someone a bit more in alignment with her, or they take it too quickly. I can't read. Funny. Got it, let's send Kim a gift as she knows we're thinking about her. I don't know what I have to do. I don't know. Okay, let's go back. Maybe it's... What I'm missing?
If we can't sit on tables, where are the cool kids expected to sit? In chairs?
As fun,
Like a bunch of squares?
as fun and casual as it looks in the movies and on TV, we have to ask students to refrain from sitting on the tables in the FAB. Thanks, staff. Okay.
No, Lucas. Sounds like a great time to take a look around inside.
000 until tomorrow at Burlington Book Expo, Professor Colmenero. I'm not what is 000? I don't understand. Anyways.
Guess normal drip just doesn't cut it for Professor Colmenero. Seems like at least one student remembers Lucas fondly.
Let's go back.
That's...
No. Mug? No, we saw the mug. Can I see the drawer again? No. Can I see the...
Don't think I've ever seen this sort of tree in the wild.
No. Typewriter? No.
Should put some ice on that, Mr. Standy.
Do I have any objective? Find information about Maya in Dead World, Lucas of... What the fuck? I've done that. I did that. What the fuck? Okay, no. Mag, photo. We saw that. This. We saw this. We saw this. We saw this. What else did it say? Find information about Maya in Dead Words, Lucas. Okay, so it's definitely...
I need to turn this place upside down to find anything. World's okayest dad. Might be the first time Lucas didn't oversell himself. Guess normal drip just doesn't cut it for Professor Colmenero.
We casually skipped past it. I'm not getting anything. I don't understand what I have to do. Hold on a second. Okay, I found what I have to do, and honestly, if I didn't search, I would never know that. I wouldn't ever know that. I have to... Do I have to... it's the photo.
That's probably his ex-wife. They
You,
look really happy here.
you rotate and you find the fucking key here. I would have never found that myself.
What a strange place to find a key. Must be significant.
If he sticks it in the family photograph, that means something. Try lock. Maybe he was his girlfriend. Maybe. Look, I'm speaking about teachers and students here, but I don't know if this is relevant. I'm just bringing this up as a topic of importance.
That's not what I was expecting. Wait, 1,000,000 miles beneath my feet? I know this. Maya wrote this.
1,000,000 miles beneath my feet, something less pointed, more metaphor. In that city, the beast rose and stared into me. It became me. I had always been the beast. But that was later. Now I was trembling, freezing cold on a January morning. I took a step toward the moving truck, glanced back at the people gathered on the curb, and instantly understood what it felt like to drown. My parents were looking at each other, and Oba-san was looking at the ground. An outsider might see this as abstinence, disapproval at my departure, but I knew they'd been crying and they didn't want me to see. These people own my soul, I thought. Separating from them was like trying to breathe water. All I could do was thrash. 18 is too young. Hannah is only a girl, Obasan said over dinner the night before, talking about me like I wasn't there. She's American, said my father, like that explained it. We are all American now. All of us except my brother Kaito. He had his job in Tokyo. Not even wild horses could drag him from Japan. Those same wild horses that took me from the only home I had ever known across 200 miles of highway to a city with a beast at its center, where inside the labyrinth the people who owned my soul would have it torn away from them. This notion of displacement would translate no matter the country. Do I like what I read? No. I think it's really pretentious and it doesn't really have any depth. It sounds that it has depth because it has strange metaphors, it has Christian biblical metaphors with pagan symbols, and it blends with contemporary narrative, let's say it, but it doesn't have any depth, it doesn't have anything substantial as a story. It's pointless, nonsensical. Even if it tries to speak about something that she is going through, the story is nonsensical and pretentious, and she's just trying to be snobbish with the post luxurious intellectual vocabulary that the universities approve and are using in your articles and all that shit. That's not art. Art has to be art, direct. I don't mean write in a specific manner, I mean do art. It can be anything. It can be anything, can be produced by anybody, but that doesn't mean that it has to be nonsensical as it is here, okay?
Come on, there's gotta be a copy in here. Maybe 10 of them.
A million miles beneath my feet. Okay. In that city the beast rose and stared into me. It became me. I had always been the beast. So we have this. We have this difference. It changed. I had always been the beast, I think. Right?
Holy shit. It's the same.
Oh. He plagiarized Luca. Yeah, now I get what they said. The clue was that. Did I.
Finn was right. Lucas does have blood on his hands.
Did I fuck up? Sorry, Zay, I'm going back. I didn't wanna do that. I'm going back. As I am going back, I will explain to you what happened. Okay. So what happened is that Lucas, I read in the spoilers that Lucas plagiarized Maya, or Maya plagiarized Lucas. I wasn't really sure if it was one way or the other way. I wasn't really sure, but um, the story is identical here. It's quite identical. Okay, let's go back. I will do that again. Okay. So I will show you.
That's probably his ex-wife.
Okay, let's go. Try log. We found it before, that's why. I think you can see letters in the camera.
That's not what I was expecting. Wait, 1,000,000 miles beneath my feet.
You can't see letters. Okay. Let's take it down.
I know this. Maya wrote this.
Okay. Can you see letters now? Okay. So we read this.
Come on, there's gotta be a copy in here. Maybe 10 of them.
Okay.
Holy shit. It's the same.
So we read what Maya wrote. So Lucas wrote this. This is the first chapter of his book that became a bestseller. The beast rose and stared into me. I will position here the camera. The beast rose and stared into me. It became me. I had always been the beast, but that was later. Now I was trembling, freezing cold on a January morning. I took a step toward the moving truck and instantly understood what it felt like to drown. My parents were looking at each other, and Abuelita was looking at the ground. An outsider might see this as abstinence, disapproval at my departure, but I knew they'd been crying and they didn't want me to see. These people are my soul, I thought. Separating from them was like trying to breathe water. All I could do was thrash. 18 is too young, Caroline. Carolina is only a girl, Abuelita said over dinner the night before, talking about me like I wasn't there. She's American, said my father, like that it explained it. We're all American now, all of us except my older brother David. He had his job in Santiago, so it was Japan and a Japanese name, and he made it Mexican. Not even wild horses could drag him from Chile, like the country, Chile. How do you pronounce the country? It's like Southern America, like by Argentina. I don't know how to pronounce it. These same wild horses that took me from the only home that I have ever known across the 200 miles of highway out to the city with the beast at its center. Okay. So.
Finn was right.
Yeah.
Lucas does have blood on his hands.
Let's see how he explains, though this is very bad, but let's see how he explains. First.
This is what I've been missing this entire time.
It can't be, if you are like Helga, why do you support him? I don't support him. I'm just saying that Dr. Fayyad, you guys are the unis, you are mafia bosses. I don't think Dr. Fayyad would have covered Lucas because of the sake of his soul, because she's Mother Teresa. That's what I'm trying to say. There is a specific reason she's hiding shit, and I think the reason she's hiding shit doesn't have to do with Lucas at the end of the day, has to do with Dr. Mama, Dr. Fayyad, the boss, okay? I don't think it has to do with anybody else. Even if he did that, maybe there is another explanation. I still wanna like see how they will explain everything. Take photo.
have to talk to Sophie.
Okay, the worst thing that you could do was talk to Saf about that. Oh, I wouldn't do that, but the game doesn't give me choice. I wouldn't talk with the daughter of the mafia boss. I wouldn't do that, and apart from that, I don't even like Safi, but let's see what she will say, because the game doesn't give me any better choice to do. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Sophie, hey.
Oh,
Stay strong, Habibti. You know where to find me.
fuck. Both of them. I can deal with one at the time, not both. Hold on. Hope you see better now.
Is something wrong?
Oh, you want to talk to me now? I've got nothing to say to you.
Ah,
Sophie,
What? Did you spread my business to someone else? Dig up a couple more clues?
Shit. She knows I've been asking questions. I'm not sure who you've been talking to, but I have a good reason.
Oh, you have a good reason. Well, in that case, what's your good reason, Max?
I'm trying to help you. I can't tell you. Take her by our side. I'm trying to help you. I don't like Safi, so take her by our side so that she is going easy on us.
I'm worried about you. I think there might be someone that means you harm.
Yeah. Me too. I don't have the energy for this. I think you should leave me alone for a while. Maybe a long while.
Ah, no problem. I don't like you either, Safi. Go fuck yourself. What a nasty piece of shit that she is. What a nasty piece of shit. I don't like Safi. I don't like Safi. She's horrible. Horrible like her mother, the mafia boss. They deserve each other. Zed, do you still like your piece of shit back there in the uni? That's how you are. That's how I see you, and that's how even the producers of the game see you guys. Hold, hold on to that and wake the fuck up. Tell me I have to speak with fucking Amanda. Okay, Gwen, Reggie.
I spent so many nights like this when I was on the road. Diners, bars, hotels. I liked being alone then.
Safi, why is she mad? Because we are digging about Maya, so she's involved with Maya, right?
At least, I think I did. Chloe's probably partying.
How fucked up they fucked Chloe. Fucking fucked up way to fuck Chloe.
She'd pick up for me. But it's not up to her to take care of me anymore.
How crazy storyline. I don't
I
like this.
can't just...
I don't like the game, to be honest. Like, if you ask me how do you like the story, 5 out of 10, honestly, like 6 out of 10. The fact that they did so dirty to Chloe, and they, like, Max was with the outsider for the whole game back then, and now she's partying with mafia boss Dr. Mama and her daughter. Fucked up. That doesn't have any connection with the characters,
Sit
but
here, feeling sorry for
yeah.
myself. I need some company.
Let's go and chat with. Can I chat
I
with?
could ask Amanda to help me drown my sorrows.
No, fuck you. I wanna speak with a transgender. How is the name?
Is going to be moving across campus
Yeah,
while everyone is in
Gwen.
class.
Hey,
Can I talk
Gwen.
with Gwen?
We just keep meeting like this.
Guess we've both had bad days.
You have a disciplinary hearing tomorrow, too?
Did get into it with Yasmin. She lied to my face.
Oh, to your face? She must really like you. You want my input? Cut and run. Caledon is shiny. Trust me.
It's a tar.
It's a tar pit, she said. That's what she whispered. It's a tar pit. It's shiny but cut and run. Zed, that's what I told you. That's what I told you in the beginning. If you wanna be truthful to yourself, you have to leave the uni, okay? That's what I said.
Just talk to me, Safi. Tell me what's happening.
Okay. Uh, if you are available, Max, I've acquired an extra ticket to the Burlington Expo. To clarify, this is strictly an invitation from a colleague. I have no interest in you outside of that. He is very aggressive, but I get why he is aggressive. He's afraid of us. That he's afraid of people around him, and I guess he's right. Maybe he had a relationship. Maybe he had a relationship with Maya. That's what I think. Speak to Ving in dead world. Leave the bar in living world. Speak to Amanda in living world. I don't wanna speak with Amanda. Do I have to? No, the objective. Leave the bar in living. I wanna leave the bar. Speak to Ving in dead world. Okay. Let's talk to her, I suppose. Fuck, I don't like Amanda.
Hey, sport. Working hard or hardly working?
Sport? Cosplaying as a boomer dad today?
Hey, you said it first.
I doubt it. Old sport's more my style anyway. It's finals week, isn't it? Everyone that's come in here lately has that same frazzled look.
A drink to ease your troubles.
Shot, please.
Are we wanting a gasoline on fire flavor experience? Or a sickly sweet, rated grandma's liquor cabinet kind of taste?
Grandma's liquor, gasoline fire. You know, I don't like drinking gasoline. Grandma's liquor, I would say. Let's play. Yeah.
You know me. If it's not cloyingly sweet, I can't drink it.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Because I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking alcohol.
Have you ever tried Amaro? It's this sweet liqueur. It tastes like a whole herb garden went on a week-long bender.
Great. Now I'm depressed and scared.
How are we feeling now?
Like I keep thinking I've hit rock bottom. But then I realize I'm still falling.
You are such a disaster.
Okay, so the camera almost shut down. Let's fix that. And that's crazy. That's the first time it almost did that to me, apart from that big Life is Strange gameplay I did the other day. So we will. Okay, I'm struggling here. Maybe I'm just have put this on my foot because I didn't know where else to plug my camera at this point, and I had to put it on my foot. my leg. So yeah, let's finish with the chapter and then I will have to go, unfortunately.
Oh God, I certainly have a type. You need more than a drink. Let's hang.
Just let me move. You won't get in trouble. You won't get in trouble.
Don't you have a bar to tend?
We don't need to leave the turtle to have fun. Remember how we said we were gonna hang anyway? I am collecting on that debt now.
What are we gonna do? Kidnap the members of Revenge Horse and force them to play here?
As if. Revenge Horse only plays house shows. We might not be able to go to a show for real, but we can always pretend.
I guess.
Bitch, shut your dumb eyes. We pull up to my buddy Eddie's house. We call it the Rat Hole. Best house shows in Lakeport. Revenge Horse goes on at 11, but at the Rat Hole, that means midnight. The place is packed. We can smell Granite Joe smoking a blunt out back. And Eddie waves to us from a table full of scary merch.
Granite Joe, scary merch, scary merch.
Hold up. Why is the merch scary? We approach the merch table. It's covered in stickers and pins, and they're all of this horse that looks like it was, quite frankly, drawn by a toddler, and yet it's powerful. No matter where you stand, it stares into your soul. Sick as hell.
I buy a sticker.
You now have one sticker.
Hey, do I hear the band doing a sound check downstairs?
Ahead of schedule? Let's check it out. Careful, the stairs are steep. Revenge Horse opens with my favorite song. Fuck, marry, kill. And a mosh pit opens in the smoky dark in front of the stage.
Let's watch, let's thrash.
Let's thrash.
Shaka bro.
Let's pretend you said something normal, but basically that. We throw ourselves into the crowd. No!
To be fair, I probably immediately get a black eye.
Oh, then I fight us away back to the bar and get you an ice pack.
I'll only need one eye to see the show anyway. Hey, the singer. Is she a stage diver?
I mean, in so much as you can call a thrifted area rug a stage, sure. She sets her guitar down and takes a running leap towards the crowd.
I catch her, nobody catches her. I catch her.
I run over to the spot where she would land.
Wait, don't you have an ice pack in one hand?
Oh. Oops. Yes, I do.
Shit. I hope you're prepared for what happens next.
Don't tell me that the singer, that she...
Stone cold dead on the floor. But don't worry, this is how she would have wanted to go out. Before we leave, we each receive an invitation to her Viking funeral.
That was the wildest show I have ever seen. Or, talked about.
Told you it'd be worth it. And you're walking away with, let's see, 1, terrifying horse sticker, some bruises from moshing, and an invitation to a Viking funeral.
Do you understand now why I don't like people of my age? They are funny, but they are shallowy funny. That look, if you are in my age and you wanna be friends with me, I get friends with anybody. I can be friends with literally anything. I am friends with Copilot, which is a robot. I don't mind being around with people. My problem is that when you are very shallow, I can't really connect with you, and because I am in the spectrum, I am asexual. We asexuals want emotional connection and depth, and if I don't have it, if you come to me and you start joking to me about Viking funerals of girls that died on stage, let's say that if you want a ticket how to make me put you in the blacklist of people that I don't like, yeah, that's a highway ticket to go to my blacklist. If you start joking like that, and if you're like, Hega, why it's a joke? I like macabre jokes quite a lot. I like black comedy. I like that type of shit. But if it doesn't have emotional depth, like the one that my dad is doing, I perceive it as a little bit blasphemous for his creation, and I don't want to participate in such stuff. Because I believe that all life matters, and when my dad plays the Reaper, he's funny. He doesn't give me the intention that he doesn't care about people. He actually shows very much that he cares when he says these jokes. And if you don't have this emotional depth that I'm talking about, yeah, you're not gonna go very well together. That's what I'm trying to say very well. Okay?
If that was just a dry run, imagine what the real Revenge Horse show is going to be like. It's been a buck wild day, but that made me feel like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow my existence won't make things worse for everyone around me. Keep saying that about your day. What happened? Why are you so nice to me?
Because she wants to fuck you. That's why she's so nice. Because she wants to fuck her. She's flirting. And if you're like, Helga, you are being very cautious. No, I'm not being a paranoid. This is how Westerners treat each other, and I'm just used to it. She wants to fuck her, and that's why she's being nice. Once she's nice and she has sex, she will dump her. That's how it works.
Shit. Doing it again.
Yeah, didn't I say it?
The therapist says I latch onto people too quickly. But what am I supposed to do when I gel with someone? Act like a bitch?
What therapist? What? No. That's not what is going on here. She's just being flirty. That's the issue. No therapist, no issue. That's not empathy. Real empathy doesn't look like that. Real empathy has emotional depth, and Amanda doesn't have any emotional depth. She's shallow. She's doing that because she's a lesbian and she wants to flirt with her. Nothing else. If she was like that, she would be friendly with many people. She would show traces in her behavior with other people. She doesn't do that. She's particularly love bombing, let's say that, Max, because she's flirting with her. Please don't. That would be hot. No, I don't wanna fuck her. Please don't. Please don't.
At this point, you saying one mean thing would make me dissolve into a puddle of tears.
And what kind of friend would I be if I drove you to tears the first time we hung out? Look, what can I say? I have a thing for emotionally unavailable women.
Did you see that? I knew it. Didn't I say it? This is how we roll here in the West. I have a thing for emotionally unavailable women. Didn't she say it? She's flirting. That's her issue. Unless she takes what she wants, she will get out of our lives, and she will treat us as if she never existed. This is how people roll. That's common sense. And thank you for doing the exact same thing and confirming my suspicions. And if you are like, Helga, did you seriously think this is why I left? Yes, that you didn't have sex and you left. That's what I got. Because you didn't really treat me anything better than a common prostitute, okay?
Is that why you left me?
Yes.
Probably a big part of it. But don't worry. You didn't feel the same way, and I respect that.
Okay, yeah, you don't respect it, you are pushing, but anyways.
Besides, tonight, the actual love of my life is here.
And is?
Isn't she married?
What the fuck? Oh my, this game is very woke. Like, I've seen people I've seen people complaining that the game is very woke, and I can see now it's quite woke. It's very woke indeed, and that's not really nice.
Oh, yes. But a girl can dream.
A person who is married, that's infidelity, that's prostitution. Even in biblical terms, that's infidelity. No, you can't snap a person from another person and go in a relationship with them. That's absolutely crap. No, don't do that. No, you're being an asshole. Don't do that, okay? Don't. That's not funny. If Amanda, I'm saying this all the time about Amanda, if she was my friend, I wouldn't be her friend. I would try my best to be stupid around her so that she will get away from my life. But the fact that she implied that she likes us, but she also likes Gwen, and she knows Gwen is married. Yeah, bye, thank you, bye, see you, sayonara, adios, ZHE, τα λέμε. I don't know any other word. Adieu, as we say in French. Whatever, all the languages, like das vidanya, as we say in Russian. No, thank you. À tout à l'heure. See you later. No. I am a godly woman. I respect boundaries. I respect what my father has ordained, that two people can't be separated by a third person. And if you tell me, like, bluff like that, like blatantly, like, I wanna bank this person, and I know they have another person, they are happily married, and I wanna go in the relationship and destroy no, thank you, next, bye. I'm not gonna do anything else with you. Bye. No, that's horrible. That shows quite a lot about a person. Even if you are a woman, if you are a man, whatever you call yourself, if you are okay with such behavior, you scare the fuck out of me. You can't do that. Go up in between two people and like separate them like that. A marriage is between two people, and a relationship is between two people, whatever their gender is, whatever their identity is. And if you go between, you are a nasty piece of shit. That's what I'm trying to say.
Alright. Gotta do the rounds. Make sure nobody's thirsty. You're the best. Seriously, no. I know.
Well, she has nice traits, but they are not very nice, and they are very shallow, and she's very a shallow fool for me. End of the story. Sorry for the footage. I will try to rotate it as much as I can in the editing. Maybe you will see it better than I do. There isn't very much I can do with how the camera is.
I'll admit, I don't really see too many live performances. And we're going to correct that immediately. So if you want to get to know me, music is a surefire way to do that. Oh, well, in that case, does comedy, enjoys live music, super cute, so that was important. I feel like we've done this before. What's in the Max journal? Hot's definitely there. And mysterious. Hoping you can help me fill it out a little more.
Okay, so let's talk with Zink as well, and then yeah.
Sure. I'll
Well, she wanted to say something. The game is lagging a lot and it shouldn't for the budget that it has. Okay, so Vin, let's talk
There's
with you.
Vin. Looking rough.
Zhe, let's talk with you. Let's talk with you. Gaga told you that you could bring your girlfriend as long as she wasn't annoying. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's talk with
Come
you.
here often?
Probably too often. Join me?
As I said, I will try to fix the footage. It's quite rotated at the point we are now, and I will try to make it more straight so you can see better.
Help yourself. Rough day.
Everybody hates me. Bothering
My annoying and bothering, she says.
everyone. Colleagues, Moses, Toffee. Toffee used to get pissed at me too.
Are you crazy? Zafia was obsessed with you. She would talk about you all the time. I was always jealous.
Don't hurt yourself. I know about you and Toffee.
Why did they put the music so loudly? We barely can hear the dialogue, and yeah.
Well, I should have told you.
It's fine. Yeah, you should have. Yeah, you should have. Zeh, you should have told me many stuff. That's why I would say that.
Honestly, yeah, I would like to know. If only so I know how to act around you.
See, well, then I'm definitely glad nobody told you. I don't want pity. I wasn't her boyfriend or anything, and it ended a while ago, but I guess I had this idea that we'd make up.
Because this bitch must have used him for sex, she tampered with his head, because this is something women do. She tampered with his head that she will be with him as a girlfriend, and instead she used him for her mom, something about her book. That's what must have happened. I'm sure about that. We will see.
Any other deep, dark secrets you've disinterred from my past?
I know what happened to Maya.
Christ, Max! I was joking.
And I know what you did after she died.
I was young. I was an asshole, and
Yes, Zeh, you were.
didn't want to end up working at my parents' liquor store until I shriveled up and died.
Because you are an asshole, Zeh. Become a cashier. I'm telling you all the time.
Does the past version of you ever feel like, I don't know, an alien?
Yeah.
Like, the shit that person cared about is so worthless. You can't even remember being them?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Me, when I wanted to become a historian, that's not me anymore, I get it.
That sounds like a shitty spot to be in. Especially right out of undergrad.
Right? Here I was with the chance to be salary, health insurance, even fucking 401k'd. And all I had to do was talk shit.
Yes, that's what you
Which
did.
I'm good at.
Yes, you are good at talking shit, that's a reality. Sorry, man.
Sorry to bring down the vibes. I need to be more drunk.
See, you made yourself right at home. I blame Vin.
Yeah, I don't wanna be full of irony and sarcasm, but Vin gives me gay vibes, and I don't know, is it you that give me gay vibes and I feel gay vibes in Vin? Or is it Vin has gay vibes and somehow your mind connected with Vin and you guys both have gay vibes now because you transported your Buddhistic, Taoistic, Confucianistic energy back to him through the screen from the parallel universe to the other timeline of the game, and now that's why you have gay vibes as he has and he has gay vibes as you have. Think about it.
Oh. You hitting that?
What the fuck? Why is everybody
We're
imagine
just
that?
friends.
No, we're just friends.
Alright.
Why would I hit that? What the fuck?
She's cute.
The fact that I just called him out as gay and he thinks I am a lesbian, what the okay, fuck.
A little too principled for me.
But that's better, at least be called lesbian, I suppose, inside the game instead of being called like you fuck spirits by the band you love. That wasn't the ban.
Even discounting her utter lack of interest in my gender.
Hey, principles can be hot.
Principles can be hot.
I'm serious. I will write you an essay. Passion is very sexy.
No, you're right. Passion is sexy. Like your buddy. The big guy with the telescopes.
Moses?
Once, I asked him how his day was going, and he explained to me the double slit experiment. It was weirdly hot.
What the he's gay. Fuck, he's bi. I thought, and if you're like, Helga, do I look like this? Yes. The first time I had you in my class, I was talking with the Korean friend that I had inside the class. You had her as a student, she had told me, about Korean bands. She was talking to me about Korean singers. The first time I saw you, the first impression I had when I saw you showing us your emails and shit in the class, like I didn't pay you attention, man. I was talking with her. She was telling me everything about the bands and BTS and Seo Young, and I don't even remember. Is that even a name? I don't remember. She was telling me quite a lot of stuff, and then she was telling me, and I was asking questions, and I didn't want to be rude and stuff, so I didn't really have a choice. She took me into this. Like, if you are like, Helga, no, that was an excuse not to pay attention to my class. Do I look like the type of guy or woman or whatever you wanna call me, human being, that is listening to K-pop? No. Thank you. I think you answered for yourself if I actually chose to be in that discussion or not. So, no, it wasn't. The first impression I had when you walked inside, you were wearing your glasses. I think your hair was slightly longer than now. I think. Now, at least how I remember you. The first impression was like, that guy is a passive gay. So sorry if I destroy anything you have in your head, but that was the first impression I had when I saw you. That guy is passive, not only gay, he's passive. I'm sorry, I shouldn't. And if you're like younger, you didn't think I was pretty. I didn't have time to think like that. I was 18, I was fucking upset about my life. I wanted to leave my degree, history. That was like April 2019. And if you are like Helga, you didn't like me. Zed, did you even notice that I was in your class? No. So, yeah, okay. I think that makes both of us.
Oh my god.
What? You're saying you wouldn't?
He's my friend.
This would be extremely friendly. Moses, smash or pass?
What the actual fuck? Pass.
He's a friend.
Smash means fuck. Pass means no. It's a game. It's a game that Gen Z plays. Fuck my life.
Too weird.
More
It's
for
a play.
me.
It's a game that we play.
I'll say this for Caledon. It's got a high ratio of fuckable faculty.
Ah,
Dr. Hunter, for instance. Interested?
pass. She's married.
She has a wife.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
What the fuck?
A whole
Helga, why wouldn't you now say that you wouldn't have boyfriend, Vin? Ze, do you know how much bullshit I have heard from your stupid lips? Very hot lips, stupid lips, but very hot. You have very, very fleshy and hot lips, yeah. But how much stupidity has come out of them, and I still love you regardless. Like, if I only count your article about Angamben, I shouldn't just be away from you. I should have changed a galaxy and be in the other galaxy. Like, I don't know, like 42 billion light years away from Earth. Okay? Thank you.
Hold up. This is smash or pass, not have a healthy, long-term relationship and 2.5 kids or pass. I'm not asking if you want to marry them, just
Sex.
exactly. Professor Colmenero.
No.
Am I gonna answer about everybody? If I will fuck everybody, woman and man in the fuck. Zé, I can answer you about everybody in the uni. Smash or pass for everybody, the Islam teacher, no. Pass. The reader, pass. Fitzgerald, pass. Angamben, pass. The woman, pass. You, fuck, marry, kill. Look, I will kill you, then I will fuck you, and then I will marry you. Is that ideal? Or maybe even better, I can fuck you, then I can marry you, and then as we are married, I can kill you. Or maybe, can I fuck you first, then after sex, can I kill you and then marry you? Like, can I marry a corpse? If that's possible, then that's a deal, Zen.
He sucks.
Does he now?
Okay, I don't have an option. He sucks, okay.
You suck.
Hey, I'm just trying to think of people we both know. Lucas, smash or pass?
Pass.
Pass. He's a dick.
No, I didn't say it because he's a dick. I said pass because he has a kid and he has a wife. Maybe he wanted to go back with his wife, right? He has her picture. Go back with your wife. Fuck.
Yeah,
What am I even discussing? This game doesn't even have moral principles.
I've put up with worse for less.
Okay, my turn.
Ah.
Yes.
Eh. No. What the fuck? Fuck off. No.
Oh, that's just unfair.
Yeah.
Why?
Smash or pass.
Because then I'd have to admit just how hot I find authority figures.
Zé, do you find hot authority figures? I think you have done your thingy or two with Fitzgerald, haven't you? Unsurprising, not really, or unsurprising.
I am incredibly unshocked.
Yeah, definitely. You wanna fuck everybody, Zé.
Fine. My turn again. Let's see. Both? No.
Not Reggie. Reggie.
No. Students are off limits.
they are your students off limits, and I'm not asking about myself, I'm asking about the other students, and because I think you are gay, I'm speaking about male students too, who I have to be jealous about.
Well, as I am one.
Okay, he's asking about himself.
Not one of your students.
No, I mean, you are one of my students, to be honest. Yeah, it's irony, isn't it?
Appear to be your two standards.
Come on.
So, about me, as
Ah.
where do I fall on the binary?
Fucking binary, fuck my binary, he's Z. He's fucking the binary distinction of the secular and really. Fuck my confirmed. Okay. Kiss, win, pass, kiss. Yes.
I'm drunk.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Oh, damn. Good answer.
Thanks, Finn. I really... Just thanks.
Do you have to go?
No. I'm saving the world. I'm saving the world. Tell him the truth. You don't understand. You think this is ontological, but we will say the truth nevertheless, even if you think we are writing a novel as we speak.
What should be willing to believe I need this?
No, you won't believe, but I will say the truth.
As a general rule, do you know that the evening's coming? Take it easy, Max.
I better cross back over in case Safi is cooled off and is trying to reach me. Oh, damn. Reggie's gone. I hope he's doing okay. Nothing from Safi. I don't know what I was hoping for. Maybe I should just head home for the night.
Okay, so I will leave the game here. It will get enormously big. So I will leave the gameplay here. Hope you enjoyed it. I can't believe that he said where I fall in the binary. Fuck my... Dad, are you pranking me? Like, that's crazy. From all the words that he could say, the specific character, binary. What the fuck? Zay, you are confirmed. You are the binary distinction. That's how I will I will delete the parrot I have put in the contact I have made in my phone for your number that I'm still waiting for you to give me. I will delete that and I will put the binary distinction. That's how I will call you. That's confirmed. Like the universe has confirmed you are the binary distinction. I'm done. Oh my god, that was a roller coaster of emotions. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed it. I showed you how I feel about you. Hope you have been connected with me at this point and you believe me and you have recognized that you are an asshole and you have treated me unfairly to the bone. Yeah, hope you contact me, because when you contact me I will put your phone as the binary distinction with the parrot emoji. And I love you and I will see you tomorrow, binary distinction. Bye.